How's it? Today is Wednesday, November 20th. A new approach for my back recovery is in full effect, I guess. Today was a clean and jerk day, and I did what I've been doing for the last however many weeks. I just mirrored exactly what I did on Monday today for the clean. So on Monday, I did 5 sets of 5 for power snatch, did 3 of those. And so that meant I'm going to do sets of 5 for power clean today. And this was the day, I think, of all of the days that I lift, this is the day that I am the most worried about. I think when I look at what range of motions kind of give me the most problems, it is the clean. Because I think at the bottom position, my position, my lower back has a tendency to get into flexion at the start, and that is something I'm trying to avoid. And I know that it's impossible to completely avoid that type of thing, especially if I'm trying to be an athlete and everything. But if it all help, if at all possible, if I could help it, I would prefer to be a little bit more extended than anything as I move forward. And today was a really great depiction of that. I think I'm going to say it again for my rationale behind why I'm doing so many reps in high volume. It's because when I am doing ones or twos, my body feels pretty good. But anytime I go beyond that or it gets later in the workout, my body starts to tire and my endurance just kind of falls apart. And in the situations where my endurance falls apart, then my lower back starts to hurt a lot. And that is not something that I really like. And maybe that is the reason why I think my cleans have been giving me a lot of issues. I don't know if it's necessarily the actual motion itself, because when you look at the first 3 days of the week, I have snatch first, and that's when I'm the most fresh. Then I'll have squat the next day, which snatches are a little bit light compared to squats. So realistically, the overload you get from that is very little. And then on Wednesday, after I've already done 2 days of like pretty, I don't want to say intense stuff, but pretty intentional stuff, then it could be that my body is just not recovered the proper way. Well, this is my first set, by the way, at 90. And same thing is true on Fridays. So you know how you, at competitions, you snatch first and then you clean and jerk after. If I am doing well on the snatches and then I expect to do well on the clean and jerks, it might be a little too much like volume, and it might be a little, how do you say, like expecting too much out of my clean and jerk work, because at that point I've already put out effort at like 90 plus 95 plus percent for the snatch, and then I move into the clean and jerk, and then I just don't have, it just starts to hurt. I don't have the endurance for my body to necessarily keep up. That's the rationale behind the endurance stuff. And I think that the more I track on that and push into that endurance, then I think today is an indication that I am making the right decision. I don't know. Today was good, overall. Like if yesterday was good and yesterday was real simple, yesterday was light. Yesterday I only did like 3 sets of 10 at 83 for back squat. And today I'm power cleaning more than that for sets of 5. So I'm moving a lot more weight, a lot faster, a little bit less reps, but it's just a totally more intense move, Yeah, if yesterday was good, then today was even gooder. Another indication that things are going pretty well is afterwards I did my pull kind of movement. I technically did pulls. I did like floating clean pulls. So I did one clean pull from the ground and then floating clean pulls. And ooh, look how quick that was. And I was trying to just do triples today. And so when I went up to do my first set, it was at 110. Just trying to do 3. So 1 clean pull plus 2 hanging clean or floating clean pulls. Sorry if that's confusing. You'll see what happens in the next set. But with that in mind, it's like, okay, I was just going to go for 3 total reps overall, and it felt good. So I ended up doing 3 sets of 5, like, which is kind of crazy to think about because a couple weeks ago, was it last week? It might have been last week. I think it was last week where I wanted to do my clean deadlifts or clean pulls. I don't even know which it was, but I loaded the weight and I didn't even finish the first set. So yeah, I mean, this is lighter weight than that day last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't remember, but it is a telling sign that I'm able to do it with no pain. And similar idea that I had to what I was doing for my Romanian deadlifts on Monday for the snatch. I'm trying my best to just keep my lower back extended throughout the range of motion. So if I have to dip into flexion, then I'm going to cut the range of motion instead of trying to push my lower back to be extended, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to necessarily float off of the ground for, whatever, 1 inch. If it needs to be 2 inches high off the ground, then it's going to be 2 inches high off the ground. And yeah, I'm just really happy. I'm excited for how today went. Hopefully on Friday. I don't even know what I'm gonna do on Friday. Friday's coming up. I don't know. Am I gonna do powers? I don't want to do powers just because I did so many this week. But also I don't want to chance it and do damage to the progress I've made. I'm just trying to stack wins, stack enough wins, enough small wins over time, and then you'll be in a whole new world in 100 days. 100 days is a little more than 3 months, but yeah, I'm just trying to stack those wins slowly but surely. Afterwards, I did some Chinese rows here. Haven't done rows in quite some time. And then I did my GHD sit-ups. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Today was cool. I got off of work early today. I went to the park and I ran a mile. It was like 8:14 or something like that. I don't run very fast. And I was dying. I was trying to get, like, at one point I looked at my watch. It said like 8:25 average, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can get to 8. And then I tried really hard to get to 8, and it did not happen. So maybe I'll get under 7 or under 8 in a couple weeks, but I don't know. I don't run as much as I want to. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Shoots.